Welcome to the Dream Team. This is Bob Price Jr. and my name's Tommy Kimmons. We developed this show so that you could call in and ask any questions in reference to new home building, remodeling, or repairs. The number to call is 432-7768 or 1-800-950-2522. Future shows, we plan on having guests to come into the studio and give testimonials about jobs that we've completed. And also we'll have photos and videos of different jobs. Since this is our first show, we'd like to introduce ourselves. Bobby, tell the audience something about yourself, please.
My name is Bob Price Jr. I'm a custom home builder and remodeler in Pensacola, Florida, the city of Pensacola, Escambia County, Santa Rosa County, and Baldwin County, Alabama. Been in the business since 1987. Grew up in a family construction business with my father, who started his business in the 1960s, the late 1960s. Went off to school, University of Southern Mississippi, got a degree in construction engineering. Graduated in '86 and again started my business in '87 and have been blessed ever since. And for most of those years, Mr. Kimmons has been my plumber.
Bobby, I worked for your dad many years too. What would be the advantages of having a father as a home builder?
Well, one of the biggest advantages we had was training. My brother and I were brought up. We started picking up trash on the jobs as children, you know, and went from there to trimming out houses, framing houses, running heavy equipment, bulldozers, clearing lots. I mean, you name it. I think when we were 16 years old, we were driving dump trucks, pulling heavy equipment down the road. I think at the time it was legal, by the way. But we just had a good trainer. We had a good, solid father figure, and he taught us right. He taught us to treat people the way that we would want to be treated. So, Tommy, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in business and what all?
Okay, well, I'm going to start at high school. I graduated from Century High School in 1975. I married my wife, Jan, on July the 2nd, 1975. And I was enrolled into the delayed entry program, so I reported to active duty on August the 4th, 1975. With the U.S. Army, I was a member of the 82nd Airborne Division. And I loved being a soldier. I matured mentally and physically. The Army helped me become a man. And I enjoyed my stay in the Army, but I had two children at the time. I had Julie and Amanda, and I just wanted to provide more for my family. So I started considering exiting from the Army and seeking another profession. And my wife Jan brought me a Life magazine. I'll never forget this. It had the top jobs for the future, maybe top 50 or 100 jobs for the future. And plumbing was ranked real high. And I grew up in northern Escambia County, and I was way out in the woods, and I've used the outhouse a time or two myself, Bobby, and I just thought everybody ought to have indoor plumbing. I just thought that would be a good profession. So I exited the Army August the 4th, 1979, and I got enrolled in Georgetown Vocational School. My instructor was Charles Bush, and I started learning plumbing. I got a job with a local plumbing firm, and by that time we learned we had another special package coming. Angela, my youngest daughter, was due to be born too. So I had two children and one on the way, and so I had to expedite matters. So I joined the Northwest Florida Apprenticeship Program. It's a 4-year program teaching plumbing, and Bill Main was my instructor there. And what was Pensacola Junior College at the time was offering plumbing courses and business courses, and Shorty Watson was the instructor. I took every course Shorty offered. It was a big influence on my plumbing career, and just took everything, and he taught me a lot. Well, by the time I was supposed to graduate from the Northwest Florida Apprenticeship Program, I actually had a Master Plumber's card in my pocket. I had taken the exam, and I passed in '83. I made one of the highest scores in Escambia County, and I was one of the youngest Master Plumbers at the time. As a matter of fact, Bill Main made fun of me the night I received my diploma from the apprenticeship program because I already had a Master Plumber's card in my pocket. So that was a big joke at the time. So I got a lot of education, and I worked in the field a lot, and it helped me to get my license so I could provide for my family quicker. Well, in '83, like I said, after I passed my master's license, me and Jan and I talked about it, and we wanted to start a business. And I'll never forget it, it was a yellow Choctahatchee Power Company truck. We purchased that truck. It was yellow, and my father-in-law painted it brown for me, and we put Kimmons Plumbing on the side, Kimmons Plumbing Company. And Jan and I spent every penny we had stocking that truck and buying tools. And matter of fact, I was so broke on my first plumbing job, I had to borrow $25.50 from my father-in-law to pull my first permit. And I paid him back that evening. And Jan and I incorporated in 1987. And Jan's the secretary and the treasurer of Kimmons Plumbing Inc. And she's still very active in the company. And he helps me keep the aspects of the plumbing business and the taxes, everything in order. So we're still Kimmons Plumbing Inc.
And we started our business in the same exact year. I didn't know that. 1987.
That was a good year.
That's right. There's something else that folks may not know about you. Tell us a little bit about your career in the boxing realm. It's something that I always tell people when we're building a house or doing remodeling. Y'all don't understand this, but you've got a famous plumber. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was an amateur boxer for 10 years and somewhat successful, and something that gave me a lot of confidence in life, and something that I really enjoy doing. And in 1988, I became a professional referee. And I was refereeing fights even when I was a young fighter. So I just went into it naturally. But I started doing it professionally in '84. And I've worked 41 World Championship fights refereeing. And I've judged 4 World Championship fights. So I've done a total of 45 World Championship fights. And I've been on 5 continents with boxing. So it's been good for me. I've enjoyed it. It keeps me young, keeps me excited, and enjoying life.
And it's been interesting watching Tommy call these fights through the years, you know. It's extracurricular on top of working together, you know, so we got a little bonus. One thing I would like to say about Mr. Kimmons is we worked together for, again, over 20 years. He's professional, he's courteous, he completes contracts in a timely manner, response to service calls is impeccable. Workmanship is incredible, and his staff is hardworking and honest. And Tommy came from there about nothing. That's one thing that you got to appreciate. He's hardworking. He's earned everything he's got, and I respect that, Tommy. Just want you to know that.
Well, thank you, Bob. And I think what I enjoy about working with you, and the same with your dad, is, and everybody knows we've got to make a living doing this, but it's more than just making a living. We try to satisfy customers. We try to make people proud of what they got, of our jobs. We're proud of what we've accomplished out in the field, whether it's a small repair call or a new home. We want them to walk in and say, that's perfect. And the homeowner or the person that we're working for, we want them happy with everything that we do. And that's what I've enjoyed working with your family over the years. That's been our goal, not only just to make a living, to make everybody happy. And that's, I can go all over Pensacola now and Escambia County, and I can show my grandkids, I can say, hey, look, this job, we did this job, we're still proud of them.
That's right. And one reason I think that we stay busy, especially in these slow times, is word of mouth. I mean, and we'll talk a little bit about this, you know, when we get back from the break, but one thing that keeps us busy is the fact that we do have happy customers, and we take care of them. We treat them like we would want to be treated, and we expect them to expect no less from us. So.
All right, we're going to go for a break, and we'll be right back with you. Please stay tuned.
Are you tired of watching your money go down the drain? Enjoy instant hot water with the Metlin system. This system pays for itself in less than a year, eliminating wasted water and energy. And there are special seasonal discounts now in effect.
If you're tired of watching your money go down the drain, call Kimmons Plumbing. With a touch of a button, you can have hot water on demand.
The Metlin system delivers 24/7 comfort for pennies. Call Kimmons Plumbing and enjoy instant hot water today.
When you have a backup sewer problem, the amount of demolition to find a problem can be enormous. But now there's an answer. Kimmons Plumbing now features a new technology that can find sewer problems instantly. What this means to you is we save you money. Our professional technicians can come on site and locate any problem and fix it immediately.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
Is your water bill high? Do you have a leak at your water meter? Do you have a leak that you can hear it, but you can't locate it? Kimmons Plumbing has the technology to quickly find a solution to these problems. Let our plumbing technicians find those pesky leaks that is causing you money. It's fast, easy, and we will save you money every time.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565. Welcome back, and I told you about my 3 daughters on the first part of the show, and I want to tell you too that I've got 5 grandchildren that I'm extremely proud of. Sierra, Cade, Carson, Macy Jane, and Marley Rain. They're my babies. I love them all. And now I want to discuss some of the things that my company offers for service type work. We do quite a bit of service work too. So, and I'll go into some of the services we provide, but I want to tell you that our company does offer senior citizen discount, active duty military discount. We're open 7 days a week for service. You can call us 7 days a week and we'll be glad to take care of your plumbing problems. We accept all major credit cards, and our company is licensed and insured, and that's very important. Anytime you pick a contractor to do any work in your home, you need to make sure they are licensed and insured. And Kimmons Plumbing Inc. is licensed in the state of Florida and Alabama. Bobby, go ahead.
One thing that we do, a lot of folks, I ran into a guy at a store the other day that I've known for years. He said, "What you been up to, Bob?" I said, "Well, I've been doing a little remodeling." I said, "We're building a mother-in-law suite and a detached garage." He said, "You do that?" I said, "Man," I said, "we change out doors, we change out windows, we'll do whatever you want us to do. That's how we make our living." So I think one of the reasons for having this program tonight is just to let people know. We know a lot of people around town, but a lot of folks don't realize the spectrum that we cover as far as construction is concerned. We build new homes, we design build homes, whether they're custom. I do have a production line of homes. Matter of fact, I got a home right now that's available for $115,000 on the lot. It's sitting there ready to go. We've built homes with basements, whether they're walkout basements or full basements. We've built houses on pylons. We've built houses with swimming pools, and Tommy's plumbed most of those. Remodeling wise, kitchens, bathrooms. I mean, we took a house over in Lillian, Alabama, and tore the kitchen out and threw it out in the yard, started over. Added what we call a Japanese wet room, which is pretty much a total bathroom that is a shower, vanity to the whole 9 yards, something I've never seen in my life. But if you can dream it up, we can do it. Henceforth, maybe the name Dream Team, maybe that's where it comes from, I don't know. One thing that we've been getting a lot of demand for is mother-in-law suites. With the baby boomer generation, which I know I'm the last year of that generation, we're getting a demand for mother-in-law suites. Folks, parents are moving in with them. We're working on a job right now. We took a 3-car garage, added a bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom, and built them a detached garage so mom can live with them and be comfortable living with the family, but still have her own space. We've done that several times over the last 2 or 3 years. It seems to be commonplace. So if you're interested in doing something like that, let us know. And again, as Tommy said, I mean, I'm licensed in the state of Florida, state of Alabama, the city of Pensacola, and insured. That's very important when you have a contractor. You got to make sure he's licensed and insured. There's a lot of liability issues out there that can be headed off if you hire a proper contractor.
Absolutely. And let's remind everybody too, this is a call-in show. We want your calls. If you have any questions, new construction, remodeling, or simple repairs, feel free to call us up. And I'm going to go over some of the services that Kimmons Plumbing provides. And if you have any questions on any of these, feel free to call. Repipes, I want to tell you, that's a big job in today's market. Some of the older homes with the galvanized pipe in it, the metallic buildups on the interior of the pipe, the water pressure gets so low, and if you just run the water in the tub, you'll see all the trash that's coming through your line. And we'll come in and we'll take the pipe out and we'll install a whole new system. And where we have to cut sheetrock and expose walls and stuff to access the plumbing, Bobby will come in behind me and repair all the sheetrock and paint it, and your job will look as good as new when we're through. Okay, we got a phone call. Bobby, you want to get that one right there on line 1?
Okay, y'all forgive me. Let's go. Go ahead, you're on Blab TV.
Yes, and Mr. Kimmons, what's your price?
Yes, go ahead. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I've
We
got
got
a quick
you.
question. Can you hear me?
We hear you
Gotcha.
fine. Go ahead.
All right, I've got a quick question. You know, y'all saying that you do mother-in-law suites and everything else.
Absolutely.
What about single-story to two-story conversions? and adding plumbing upstairs.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'll address that.
Thank you for your call.
I hung up on him. My bad.
think
We're
you
still
did.
learning how to do all the stuff, guys. Talking about going from a single story to a two-story conversion, there's several things you got to keep in mind. It is possible to do. I've had people ask me about doing that, and living in the house, that's probably not a good idea unless you want to live in a bunch of Viz Queen. There's several things that you have to take into consideration. It's loads that are going to be on the footings, on the foundations. There's a lot of things that need to be taken into consideration when you do that. The number one thing is it's going to be messy. It can be done. And one thing that we tell our customers is it's not our job to spend your money, it's your job. And if we sit down with you in a preliminary meeting, find out what you want to do, we can head you in the right direction as far as that's concerned. So what about plumbing one, Tommy? How would you do that?
Well, you gotta, anytime I take a remodeling job, I gotta find out where the sewer's located or where the septic tank is and where my water supply is. And Bobby, you know, anything can be done. Anything can be done. It's just, on a job like that, it is more complicated, and it's just if you want to spend the money to get that done. But on any remodeling job, the first thing I need to find out is where I'm going to dispose the waste and where am I going to get a hot and cold water supply at. And that's usually the beginning of my job. And we got another call here. I think line 1 was first. We're going to pick it up.
Hey, we got 2 calls.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is the Dream Team. Can we help you?
Yes. How complicated would it be to add a laundry sink next to my washer?
I tell you what, if you'll just listen up, I'm going to give you the answer to that, and just stay tuned, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That is a very easy job. The main thing you need to know if you want to add a laundry sink by your wash machine or in your laundry room, you need 2 foot of clearance. A laundry sink's going to take up a good 20 inches, and if you got 2 foot on either side of your wash machine, we can get in there relatively easy. Now, if you're living in an older house where you got the cast iron pipe, it's still easy to do, but it's just a little more complicated and a little more time consuming. But I know I've built a few houses for my wife, and that's one thing. The first house, no laundry sink, but after that, we've had laundry sinks in all of them. So if you got that 2 foot extra space, it's very easy to do. And call me up tomorrow morning. I'll be glad to come out there and look at it and give you a price on it. And thank you for your call.
Got another call? You want me to get it?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Price.
Okay, Mr. Kim.
Right here.
Okay. This is the Dream Team. Go ahead. You're on Blab TV.
Yes, sir. I have a washing machine, and I also have a dishwasher that's connected to the same unit. And I'm wondering if I run a snake through it to unstop it, would that be a good idea?
Is it stopped up? Is that the problem?
When I run my washing machine, it backs up.
Okay. Are you on septic tank or sewer?
It's on sewer.
Okay. From what you're telling me, just an educated guess, I'd say it was stopped up, and probably that's exactly what you need to do is run a snake down it. Do you have any other problems besides your washing machine?
No, just the dishwasher and the
kitchen
washing
sink.
machine.
Okay, usually on a lot of the houses, the kitchen sink and the wash machine is tied into the same line. So probably that would solve your problem, and if you can't handle it yourself, call me up tomorrow. I've got machinery. I can take care of it for you with no problem. And I start answering my phone about 7:30 in the morning.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got it. And Tommy, you just touched on something about machinery. Tell me a little bit about this investment you've made in some of this leak detection stuff.
All right, I'll tell you what, let's wrap it up, and we're going to go to a commercial, and as soon as we get back, we'll get right into that, okay?
Sounds good.
Are you tired of watching your money go down the drain? Enjoy instant hot water with the Metlin system. This system pays for itself in less than a year, eliminating wasted water and energy. And there are special seasonal discounts now in effect.
If you're tired of watching your money go down the drain, call Kimmons Plumbing. With a touch of a button, you can have hot water on demand.
The Metlin system delivers 24/7 comfort for pennies. Call Kimmons Plumbing and enjoy instant hot water today.
When you have a backup sewer problem, the amount of demolition to find a problem can be enormous. But now there's an answer. Kimmons Plumbing now features a new technology that can find sewer problems instantly. What this means to you is we save you money. Our professional technicians can come on site and locate any problem and fix it immediately.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
Is your water bill high? Do you have a leak at your water meter? Do you have a leak that you can hear it, but you can't locate it? Kimmons Plumbing has the technology to quickly find a solution to these problems. Let our plumbing technicians find those pesky leaks that is causing you money. It's fast, easy, and we will save you money every time.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
And Tom, when we left for break a while ago, we were starting to talk about some equipment that you've purchased, and I want to hear a little bit about that because you've helped me on some projects that I've had with some drainage issues and water problems. And then I want to hear a little bit about, and I know a little bit about it because I've got one on my house, and it's an incredible product. It's called the Metlin system. So I want you to take that and educate us a little bit.
Okay, on my drain cleaning, we've been in the drain cleaning business since '87. My wife and I went down to Tampa and picked up some of the best machinery that you could buy, and so we've had Spartan sewer machinery since '87. But technology is really coming into plumbing. And with plumbing, it's not like automobile where you can plug a computer in and diagnose the problem right away. You got to diagnose what the problem is, then you got to find it. Well, they got technology now that will, you know, people don't realize it, but they'll call a plumber to the house to unstop a sewer. A plumber's going to spend more of your money looking for the sewer than actually unstopping it. Locating is a major issue. And we've got the technology now. We can put a cable down your stack. We don't have to get up on your roof with big machinery. Just put a cable down your stack, and we got a wand that you can go out. This machinery is made by Jameson, and it will actually locate that cable in. It'll tell you how deep it is. You dig it up, you make access, and unstop or repair your sewer. And the other equipment that we've got is we've got a electronic leak detector made by Sub-Zero. And actually, you can hear a slab leak inside a home. You can actually locate it. Now, it's a little more difficult on a tile floor, but you can go through and you can determine exactly where all your pipes are laid, where the leak's at, and then you can determine what is best to fix it. And most of the time, I like to replace that defective piece of pipe. And I know sometimes people bust up the slab and make that repair, but if you got a questionable piece of copper, it's best to reroute it overhead or through the walls or something like that to replace it with.
And what about the Metlin system?
Okay. The Metlin system is the best device invented for plumbing since PVC pipe. And this is actually one over here if y'all can get a shot of this. And I'm going to stand this up. This actually can be used on an existing house. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be installed on new construction. This can be retrofitted into an existing home. So if you're irritated with waiting on hot water to get at your faucet for an extended period of time, call me up. We can put this Metlin system in an existing home or a new built home, and within seconds we can have hot water delivered to your faucet. This connects to your faucet. It circulates, if you have it on an existing system, it circulates it back through your cold water system, and it has a sensor that will determine when the degrees raises 3 or 4 degrees, and it will actually shut it off, and you will have hot water there at your faucet on demand. And we'll have this little doorbell button. It will be somewhere installed in your vanity. All you got to do is punch this button. It will automatically circulate the system. This is a on-demand system, and it's cost about $1 a year to operate. Now that's figured nationally, not with Gulf Power, but that's a figure that's figured nationally. And you got this remote button that you can put anywhere in your house and activate your system. You could be in your living room, push it. By the time you get to the bathroom, your hot water will be there. I've got one in my house. I wouldn't live without it. I love the system. Like I said, I think it's the best invention in plumbing since PVC pipe.
And I agree. I've got one in my house. My water heater is about 60 foot from my master bathroom. Go into the bathroom, push the button. Time I get ready to use hot water, it's there. It's and it makes a lot of sense. One thing that everybody's conscientious of is being environmentally friendly. And that's one way to save water. I mean, we need to save water. You know how the resources are on Earth now. So.
Absolutely, and the system has a 5-year warranty on it, but it has a life expectancy of 15 or 20 years. And there again, less than $1 a year to operate. And these things pay for themselves in a couple of years. I've got some just imagine if you waste only 20 gallons a day, and it's going to depend on how many people are in your family and how big your house is and stuff like that, but 20 gallons is a modest amount. But if you only waste 20 gallons of water waiting on that hot water a day, that's 7,300 gallons a year that you've wasted, and energy and water, and you pay the extra on the sewer bill. It's just a waste. This thing will save you a lot of money. It'll pay for itself in no time, and you will enjoy having one of these in your home. It's called the Metlem system. Call me up tomorrow. I'll be glad to come put one in for you.
It's been an interesting show. I've enjoyed being here tonight. I wanted to review a bunch of other stuff, but I think we're almost about out of time.
We'll be back in 1 month. Please remember us, the Dream Team, and call in and ask any of your plumbing or your building needs. Thank you.
Thank you.